Hi, this is Valerie,
And I'm Mark.
and we're at my home. Mark, when you first started installing all these smart home gadgets in the house, it was kind of neat to be able to pull out your phone and open up the app and find the app and then turn the light on and off. That was pretty neat. But after a while, it was a little bit slow, and it got the novelty wore off. Then we got an Alexa, and Alexa's great because then we could just walk into the room and we could ask Alexa to turn lights on and off. Say, Alexa, turn on the kitchen, or Alexa, turn on the nightstand. But even then, we still have to talk to Alexa. Wouldn't it be great if we just walked into a room and, like magic, everything just changed, the lights came on, and everything turned on just how we like it?
Huh. It's funny you say that because we met a company called Intellithings, and they make a product called RoomMe. RoomMe sent us a few of these sensors to do the test on today. A RoomMe is a device you put on the ceiling in your room, and when you walk in the room with your cell phone, the RoomMe will change the settings of the room to what you like turn on the lights or turn on the radio.
Ooh,
So
neat.
let me show you what it looks like real quick. So this is a RoomMe.
Oh, interesting.
It looks like a smoke detector, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's pretty
But
big.
it's not. It actually works on Bluetooth.
Okay.
And you mount it up in the ceiling, and then when you walk in the room with your phone, it makes magic happen, like you said.
Okay, why don't you show us how it works?
All right, so let's go through and see how to set up the RoomMe, how to install this, because there's a few instructions on how to do it. And we'll go through the app setup, and then we'll run through a scenario of using the RoomMe in several rooms in our home. The first step will be installing the RoomMe sensors in each of the rooms. The RoomMe sensor has a status LED that you will see after you've mounted it on the ceiling. And on the bottom, as you can see, there's two compartments for the D-cell batteries, and there's a bracket that you'll have to mount on the ceiling. Now, to mount this, you need to determine how far from the doorpost of the room you're entering is from where you install the RoomMe sensor. And this diagram gives you an idea of what the distances are you should follow. Now that we've installed the bracket, we take the sensor, put it on, and you're hooked up. That's it. Do that for each of your rooms and you're all set. Now let's set up the RoomMe app. Now that you've installed the RoomMe app on your phone, it's time to set up RoomMe from your phone as the administrator. What you're going to do is you're going to connect your phone through Bluetooth to one of the RoomMe sensors. You'll pair it up, you'll enter your username and your email, as well as a code. Now these are for you as the administrator. Once you've done this, then the next step is to set it up for your family members. Now there's something called a parent and a child. A parent has priority in a room over a child. This is important to remember. You can also set up an avatar for each person so they can have their own little graphic. RoomMe needs to know what kind of device types you have in the home. That means things like lights or thermostats or speakers or systems you have in the house. This might include things like Philips Hue or the Wink Hub. Once you tell RoomMe what kind of device types you have, then RoomMe will go out and it will look for the devices attached to that particular type that you selected. Keep in mind, depending on the type of devices you selected, you may need your username or password, or you may have to press a button. But RoomMe will inform you of what you need in order to find the devices in your house. Now that RoomMe has discovered your devices, you need to tell RoomMe which of those devices you want to be able to control in each of the rooms. So the first thing we have to do is define the rooms. So we go through, we define a room. If you like, you can select a room master. The room master has higher priority than the parent or the child in a room. And you may find this beneficial as you set up your RoomMe. What you're going to do is you're going to go through and look for all the devices that you want to add to a specific room. So in this case, we're going through and adding devices that we want to control in the kitchen. Now let's add additional rooms. Again, select Add Room, name the room, and select your room master. And like the first room, you select the devices that you want to control in that room. Now let's calibrate your smartphone for each room. This is where RoomMe matches your room definition to the sensor, so make sure to stand in the room with the name of the room sensor you're calibrating before you click the calibrate button. Now what calibration does is it's when you enter a room, you want to have it only sense the phone at a certain point, in this case, at the doorpost. In the final step, you need to update each RoomMe sensor by standing under each one until the check mark is shown. Now your RoomMe is all set up. Now let's add magic to the rooms with charms. You can have at least one charm for entry and one for exit, and you can select when the charm is active, by the days of the week and by the hour of the day. You select the devices you want to control when you enter or exit the room by selecting 0 for off, dash for no change, or 1 to turn the light on. For Mark's charms, for the bedroom, on entry we turned on Mark's nightstand outlet and had no change for the rest. On exit, we set all to off. For the kitchen, we turned on the kitchen lights and Bose, and with Bose you can actually set the station you want to listen to. We set all the others to off. On the exit, we set all to off. Now we can install and calibrate RoomMe for family members. You're going to do this for each family member on their smartphone. You'll launch the RoomMe app and hold their phone to a RoomMe sensor. When prompted, accept the pairing request, enter your passcode, but do not start a new system. Now select the family member, calibrate your family member's phone in each room. Now your family member is all set up. Now your family members can add magic to their RoomMe app. Each family member adds charms for each room, at least one charm for room entry and one for room exit. For Valerie's charms, for the bedroom, on entry, we turned on Valerie's nightlight and had no change for the rest. On exit, we set all to off. For the kitchen, on entry, we turned on kitchen lights, turned off the Bose, and all others off. On exit, we set all to off. That's it. You've now set up RoomMe for both yourself and your family members. Now that RoomMe is all set up, let's watch RoomMe in action. Valerie enters the kitchen with her iPhone. RoomMe senses her iPhone and sets the lights according to her charm. The pantry under counter light will turn on, the kitchen under counter light will turn on, and the dimmer light above the island will turn on. Now Mark enters the kitchen with his iPhone. Since he is the room master, RoomMe sets the room according to his charm. He turns off the pantry under counter light, he turns on the kitchen main lights, and he turns on the Bose radio. Now Mark leaves the kitchen. He enters the bedroom, and RoomMe sets the bedroom lights according to his charm. You'll notice his nightstand light is turned on, and Valerie's nightstand light remains off. Meanwhile, back in the kitchen, since Valerie is in the kitchen, RoomMe sets the room according to her charm. So she turns off the Bose, she turns on the pantry under counter light. She leaves the kitchen and enters the bedroom. Since Valerie's the room master here, RoomMe sets the bedroom lights according to her charm. She leaves Mark's nightstand light on and turns on her nightstand light. Since Valerie and Mark are both in the bedroom, and Valerie was last in the kitchen, RoomMe turns off the lights in the kitchen according to her charms exit plan.
Wow, now that the RoomMe's installed, I love how I can just walk into the kitchen and all the lights come on automatically and I don't even have to talk to Alexa. My only question is, who's in charge of the room?
Well, for the kitchen, I'm the room master.
I think we're going to have to talk about that. Thanks for watching our video today. We have included links with more product information, including where to buy, in the description field below. And please don't forget to subscribe to our channel.
And for more smart home stories, be sure to visit appmyhome.com.
Thank you.
Thank you.